Hi, everyone. My name is Lara Silverman, and I'm a comedian, singer, former lawyer, and Christian author. It's a weird combo, isn't it? No one can trace the Lord's hand. I was blessed to grow up in a Christian home, had great parents, and honestly didn't experience much suffering early on. I was very type A. I always wanted to be a lawyer, ended up at Stanford Law School, worked for 2 federal judges, then at a big law firm, and later was hired as a federal criminal prosecutor, my dream job. But in 2018, I had just turned 30, and on the second week of that dream job, everything in my life came crashing down. I fell mysteriously ill with a very rare and severe neurological condition causing severe, nonstop vertigo and pain in my brain. After months of failed treatments, I was forced to resign without ever being on the job. I went from a thriving trial attorney to being strictly bedridden in one bedroom for 3 full years, literally unable to lift my head, walk to the bathroom or shower, with my mom caring for me as my full-time nurse. In the midst of this dark valley, I wrestled mightily with the Lord with deep bitterness and anger. Where are you, Lord? How are you good when you allow me to suffer so greatly? 8 years later, I still haven't healed. The whole world spins around me nonstop, whether I lie down or sit up, and I'm still mostly bedridden, though at least I can walk now. 4 years ago, after trying 150 failed treatments, the Holy Spirit expressly called me to acceptance, telling me that God planned to heal me in eternity. Like Paul's thorn in the flesh, his grace would be sufficient. That was the hardest thing I've ever had to reckon with. But there's a plot twist in my soap opera. Right at that point, when I was grieving God's plan for my health, God gave me an unexpected gift. He brought a man named Matt into my life, a deeply Christ-like youth pastor and biochemical engineering PhD who called simply to encourage me while I was bedridden. Matt was brilliant, faithful, and sadly, freshly diagnosed with terminal cancer himself at age 37. But against all odds, we fell in love literally in my house, married amidst all our mutual hospitalizations, and then 1 year later, my sweet Matt entered glory. Let's just say I felt like Job at that point. I had lost the health, the career, and now the husband. And yet, after wrestling with the Lord for 8 years, I have finally come to believe that God has been faithful. Turns out being blessed does not mean earthly comfort, does it? Jesus said, "Take up your cross and follow me." Not take up your spa day, ladies. God's economy truly is upside down, isn't it? And I'm a living testament that he is near to the brokenhearted. The Holy Spirit has never left me this entire time. After Matt died, God called me to write a memoir. Thus, Singing Through Fire was born. I always thought it was annoying when people said, "Oh, there's purpose in your pain." But man, God has proven to me that he has ordained all my suffering all along to bear fruit, because I've seen him use this book to comfort countless others. So I have news for Satan. My life has not been wasted on the bed behind me. Genesis 50:20 says that what Satan intends for evil, God intends for good. I'm sure many of you are aching for answers in your own grief. No matter what loss you're facing, please hear this. God has countless purposes for your suffering, many of which you just cannot see. I put many of those reasons in my book. And God's sovereign plan is precisely why we can keep singing through our fires, no matter how hot. I've sent 30 free copies to our wonderful Michelle to bless you all. And I just want to ruthlessly add that I'm a comedian, so it's a pretty darn funny book. If you want to connect with me, I just launched the Singing Through Fire podcast, as you can see my background, where I will be talking all things suffering. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all podcasting platforms wherever you listen. And I love emails, so please email me. God bless you all.
And I give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand when everything's meant to be broken. I just want you to know who I am. That ain't coming, or the moments of truth in your lies, when everything feels like the movies. Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive, and I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand when everything's meant to be broken. I just want you to know who I am. And